Soon. I may not open up this. Never. Woo boy, you see them hands? What's up all my gamers of YouTube? It's your boy the Universal Gamer and welcome. Yes, welcome to yet another episode of Gamers Tubecast. Yes, I know you guys haven't seen these Gamers Tubecast in a long time. I know some of you guys have been asking me about them. I'm gonna talk more about that inside later on inside this Gamers Tubecast. But for now, let's go ahead and hop into our first segment of Gamers Tubecast. So I'm here to talk to you guys about the games I picked up recently, and I picked up quite a bit of games since I last talked to you guys about gaming. But as far as recent games I picked up, there's 3 of them I picked up. Of course, I got the PS5, so your boy got the Miles Morales. I'm busy playing games right now, so you see and you can hear that it's still inside the plastic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then we got your boy got lucky and got. I should have got like 3 copies of this bad boy. But Kingdom Hearts all in one, 10 games inside one complete bundle, PS4, gonna be mad. I already own the original Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on PS2, and I got Kingdom Hearts, where's it at? Boom. Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS. So, and I'll be also coming out with a new gaming series coming out, counting down on my game collection, so you don't want to miss out on that. Stay tuned to the end of this video so you guys can get more details on that. So, but with that being said though, when this first came out, $100, $99.99, that's not bad, that's $10 per game. That's a good deal. And I haven't beat none of the Kingdom Hearts games. I only played through like half of the first one, and then the second one I haven't played that one. So like I said, $100, not bad. But then they end up cutting the price all the way down to $50. So that was even better. Then recently they cut it down from $50 to $30. So a lot of people got lucky, including myself, for $30. But then I'm one of the ones that got luckier, because I got this for $20, brand new. You got Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechained Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, which I just showed you guys right there. I put it back on the shelf. Kingdom Hearts Cross back cover, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, and Kingdom Hearts Fragmentary Passage. Yeah. Trying to say that 5 times fast, all that. So I'm so happy to have this. Can't wait to bust this open. But I'm playing so many games right now, so not going to be opening up this no time soon. And then speaking of not opening no time soon, I may not open up this. Never. Woo boy, you see them hands? Oh, and if you wonder why I got my mask on, I got the little Zelda print up on there, so I wanted to kind of promote that. I know it's a lot going on these days, but you got to make the best of it. And this is kind of one of those ways where you can put your own little personal print on your mask and find different ways to be creative. And that's one of the ways you can kind of identify people and what they're good at and stuff. I had so many conversations I had with people and that I never would have had ever in life, because people would never would have known I played Zelda just by looking at me. So anyways, back to the video. Another game I haven't opened up no time soon. Another game I haven't opened up yet. Still in the plastic, is Final Fantasy Vii remake. I won't say remastered, but remake or whatever for the PS4. Still haven't played this yet. Got the PS5, so I definitely can't wait to get into this bad boy. Deluxe edition. So yeah, that's gonna be my little signature thing I do inside all my videos, like be flipping stuff around, 'cause I'm good at that. I don't own the original PS1 game anymore, hard copy, but I do have the digital copy, and I do have the original art book that came with the game. And believe it or not, I never beat Final Fantasy VII. That's a long game. I got super far the last time I played it, on PS3, and I played on my PS Vita and stuff like that, but still haven't beat it. So next segment, Game Boy. So what has your boy, the Universal Gamer, been playing recently? The first game up is not inside any particular order, but of course, Demon Souls on PS5. Been having a blast with that game. That game is ridiculous when it comes to the animations, the graphics, the physics, just everything. It's not just about resolution, it's about the sound effects, the shield hitting the metal and stuff, the vibration of the controller. Like, it's crazy when somebody invades your world. I can't wait to play horror games implemented with the DualSense controller, because every time somebody invaded my world or an enemy cast like a certain type of magic that really, really does high damage to me, like the controller vibrates, like it kind of like does like a wave vibration, like it's kind of weird, like you can feel it. Like, next game I've been playing is Burnout Paradise Remastered. I played the original, didn't really get too far. I didn't really like the layout of those games, because I'm one of those people that played the original games, Burnout Revenge, Burnout Takedown, stuff like that. So, I didn't really like how they were going and how they were changing it up, trying to compete with other racing games. So that's what kind of put me off on the Burnout franchise. I'm glad to be back in it though, because it does give me back that old school Burnout, feeling. So, next game, Ghost of Tsushima, PS4 game, of course, playing on PS5 right now currently, and man, I can't speak on resolution because I still got a 1080p 10-year-old Sony Bravia TV. Hey, but don't let that fool you. If you go look at that, if you happen to find that TV, which you're not going to be able to find, but if you do, every time somebody have found it, it's like around $2,000, $3,000. This TV is rare, and it still looks good. I'm trying to get that LG OLED. That bad boy keep on going up and down. Every time I got money, it's like at its highest price, but then every time I don't got money, it kind of like drops down. So it's kind of playing with me right now. But anyways, Ghost of Tsushima, on the PS5, the frame rate, oh my goodness, you guys got to understand, I skipped the PS4 Pro. So, to be playing this on the PS5 is crazy. Like the way everything moves, the animations, and, I was actively playing this game on the PS4 while waiting for the PS5 to come out. So that transition was like nice and smooth. I could see a big difference from, playing it on the PS4 versus, PS5. And then Borderlands 3. Just wanted to test out. I wasn't even expecting Borderlands 3 to be one of those games that implement and utilize the haptic feedback with the triggers and stuff like that with the dual sense controller. It's crazy how Borderlands 3 do a good job with that. I did a video inside my unboxing and inside a separate video on Instagram and stuff like that, showing how I was just at awe, amazed at how the triggers actually feel like there's resistance. It's not like it's not a cheesy gimmick. It actually feels like there's like a spring or something, like there's actually a trigger that you're pulling. Like, it's crazy. It kind of changed how accurate you are, but in a realistic way now, so you can't be, the trigger ain't all super easy to pull anymore. And it doesn't take away from the game or anything. It just actually makes you feel more involved within the game. And if you add VR to that, man. Next, World War Z. Decided to get that again. I had traded it in a while back after playing it for a while on PS4. Decided to get it again because it was on sale for like $8 on, when the Black Friday sales. And, I was expecting the PS5 to run it better, which it didn't. It kind of still stayed at 30 frames per second, should I say. And that's because some of the games, as you guys probably have already seen from other people's gaming videos, a lot of these games still run at 30 frames per second because the developers will have to go back into the game to unlock them. So to unlock that frame rate. So with that being said, even though you're running it on a higher console, it's still going to stay at the same frame rate until they unlock it, if they do that, and if they don't charge you for it. Next up, Hawken. I've been at this game for a super long time. Decided just to try it out. So since I got a PS5 and just to give it a try. I love Armored Core, and this kind of remind me of that. But this. Played the first little level, didn't really get too involved with it. Like I said, I'm playing all kind of other games, as you see, and I didn't want to, I just wanted to see how it looks, how it plays, how it feels, and see what all the fuss was about when people was talking about how good the game was back in the days and how good it looked. And last but not least, The Last Guardian. So all these are PlayStation games I've been listing. So as you see, I have not been on my Xbox, and it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be times where I don't be on my PlayStation for months and months, and I just be on my Xbox for a long time, stacking up achievements, playing all kind of games I haven't played in a long time and before, and just to catch up on. And then I go back to the PlayStation for a few months and don't be on the Xbox for a while. And then sometimes I just be back and forth, like all inside the same day, just going back and forth between consoles, including my PC. Next segment, game chat. So the first game chat segment and topic I want to talk to you guys about is the PS5 so far. What do I think about it? What are the ups and downs? Have I noticed any ups and downs about it? Of course, we all noticed some ups about it because we've all been, anticipating it, been seeing all kind of videos talking about the hardware, the software, and what it can do and what it has been doing. I skipped the PS4 Pro. So with that being said, it's a big jump for me, and I'm glad I skipped the PS4 Pro, because how much was the PS4 Pro? Okay, and how much is the PS5? Thank you. So sometimes it's good to wait and skip and be patient. I'm glad I have this patient type of spirit these days. I just be waiting, and I always get a lot of things for ultra cheap, discounted, or happen to get hooked up with something brand new that I've been trying to look for and wait for the longest, and waiting for the right opportunity to get it. Just by being patient, it lands right inside my lap. So skip the PS4 Pro, right to the PS5 from the PS4, and you can notice a real big difference. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's just ridiculous. Like, sometimes I'm just looking at the screen inside Demon Souls, looking at certain scenes, certain landscapes, certain waterfalls, and just looking at it, just like, this is crazy. Like, and this is only 1080p. I don't even have a 4K TV yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get what I actually want before I get a 4K TV. See, my fear is I'm gonna end up getting a 4K TV, which I was this close on Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? With one of those Samsung TVs. But my fear is I'm gonna get one of those TVs, and then it's gonna look so good to me that I'm not gonna even realize what I'm missing out on the OLED TV, which I already know the differences, but I just want to jump right to the OLED. You know, I just want that ultimate best right away. I don't want to have something where it's like, oh my God, this is amazing, and make me forget that something's actually more amazing than that. I just want to go ahead and go to that. Man, there's so much these consoles can do and stuff like that. It's crazy. So, you know, it's not just about the resolution. Like I said, it's about just everything coming together, the animations and everything. I can't stop talking about the animations because that's the number one things that I feel making these consoles feel and look like next gen. How everything moves so smoothly with them graphics. So the PS5 upscale capabilities with the PS4 games, a lot of people was worried about it, including myself for a moment, but it is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking more about Sony, not Sony's, but Microsoft, you know, later on inside this Gamers 2 cast. But with Sony, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Some games are a miss, but for the most part, this console does an amazing job at upscaling games, making it run smoother, making it look a little bit better, even though the new games can't, or should I say the old games can't implement the console's hardware one-to-one completely to where it can actually make the games run super good. You know what I'm saying? It can do some things, but it can't do everything when it comes to the actual look of it. You know, it can clean it up a little bit, but not go into detail. So from what I noticed, the PS4 upscale is amazing. You know, like I said, I've been testing out different games. The one game I feel like, but the one game that doesn't do a good job at is Dishonored 2. That game even runs shitty on the PS5. That's ridiculous. You know, that's one of the first games I ever purchased in my life, collector's edition and all. Day one that I could not even play. I literally could not play that game on my PC because it wouldn't play right. I was getting like 10, 15, 12, 20 frames per second, and I cut everything down to low just to test it out on low, and it still was running like shit and looked like ass on PC. So I'm like, no. I finally played through most of it or half of it on PS4. I was hoping that it would look better and run better on PS5, but it doesn't. Another negative I noticed about the PS5, or that happened with me using the PS5, was that it froze once while playing Demon Souls. I was going down a little hallway, made it right, and then all of a sudden another person was coming towards me, invisible person playing on his server, and it just froze. Right when we like turned the corner with each other, it froze. It just stopped. And then I don't know what was going on with that. Kind of stopped for a moment to let it do its thing. It didn't do nothing, so I reset it, but never did that again. Also, speaking of freezing, it froze on the title screen actually last night. You know, I went to go play it. You know, was craving it. Got on. Was waiting for it to go through. Do its fast boot up from the start to the gameplay like it always does in like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, if even that. And that wasn't happening. It just got stuck at the title screen. So I Googled real fast, turned it off, turned it back on, type of solution, and it worked for me too. So if that ever happens to you, the PS5 frees up, don't fret. Just go ahead and turn it off, turn it back on. But if it still happens, then you got a problem. The last topic within this segment is PS5 games I can't wait to play and try out that I've already played or I haven't played yet. I want to try it out on PS5. And those games are, you know, just to see if it runs it smoother. Some of these games I know it runs smoother by watching videos and stuff like that of other people's, and that is God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, most definitely. Both those games, oh my God, I already beat both those games. Can't wait to go back in and, you know, play them again. Days Gone, I've never played that. Final Fantasy 15, never played that. The Last of Us, but I own those games because, you know, if you got the new console, you guys already should know by now, they gave you a handful of games. Some of those games, big hits, you know what I'm saying? Well, all those games are big hits. A lot of us should already own those games. Some of us, like I, didn't own some of these games quite yet because I'm so busy playing other games and they're kind of like on my backlog. So, yeah, Days Gone is one of them. The Last of Us Part 2, still got to finish that game. Can't wait to reinstall it on my PS5 and play through that. Finish that, should I say. Death Stranding, still got to finish that. Only played like a little bit of that, like 5 hours, but I had stopped with playing other games. Bioshock Collection. I got that on PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus, I believe. And then Neo 1 and 2, got that on PlayStation Plus. So can't wait to play through those and try that on PS5. Uncharted Collection, I'm feeling like that's going to run a little bit smoother on PS5. No one even has a video up of that. Metal Gear, still got to finish that game. Was deep inside that game, but then stopped for a while. But I want to see if this console really brings out a little bit more horsepower inside that game. Destiny, definitely can't wait to play that. Haven't even been on Destiny for like a whole year, so can't wait to get back into that universe. Ark, every time I play Ark, I play it for a while and I end up stopping and stuff like that. But I had a PS5 with that extra horsepower. Can't wait to see how it looks on the PS5. Infamous Second Son, I already beat that game already, but of course I can't wait to see how it runs on PS5. Because of course on PS4 Pro, which I never owned for the fourth or fifth time, it ran better than on PS4, and it looked a little bit better than on PS4. So since I got the PS5, yeah. The other game I'm pretty sure no one thought to test out on PS5. I can't wait to see is the Order 1886. I actually like that game. A lot of people didn't like that game. I'm actually one of those rare people that actually like and beat that game. I beat the whole game. That game, that's one of those games where I feel like the game wasn't good, but a lot of other things. Well, the game was good. It was okay, but a lot of other things about that game people didn't pay attention to that was real good about the game, like the animations. The animations I felt like was was good and realistic. The way the enemies came after you and tried to kill you, it felt like realistic. They would actually chase after you and stuff like that. The gunplay felt kind of good and stuff like that. I know they had lowered the frame rate, but I feel like that was an excuse. So I want to see if the PS5 brings up that frame rate a little bit and kind of makes it a little bit smoother a little bit. But I know they said they locked it at 24 or 26 frames per second on purpose, but I feel like that's some bullshit. Then the last two games is Killzone. I haven't played that game in a while, and there was always something about that game I always told people where if the game looks nice, it kind of feels like a Killzone game, but something about it makes it not feel like a Killzone game. It's just something about this don't feel like Killzone. And I finally figured out what it was a little while ago, and that's because every other Killzone game felt like a war. This one doesn't. This one you feel like a spy, like you're sneaking behind the scenes, you're assassinating people. Killzone, you didn't really assassinate nobody really. You were inside the battlefield. You had army soldiers next to you, stuff flying around everywhere, debris. That doesn't happen inside the later Killzone they came out with. That's the difference. That's the thing that was missing inside that game that I couldn't quite put my finger on at first. And then the last game is Hellblade. I also beat that game. I beat Killzone as well. Beat Hellblade. I'm a completionist, so I like to mention games I beat, and I like to complete games before I even start other games. As you can see, I got brand new games I hadn't even broke the package out of yet. I broke it out the package. Next segment, party chat. And this is where I take, not really the top comment on some of my videos, but comments that I feel like I want to highlight on my Gamers 2 cast and just, answer them. Even if I have answered them inside the comments, I still want to bring them up and stuff like that. And one of the comments is, and I got this comment a number of other times throughout this year and last year and stuff like that, and that is about where's Gamers 2 cast. I want to see another episode of Gamers 2 cast. I wish you would bring your Gamers 2 cast back and stuff like that. I got a recent comment about it. I get all you guys comments that you guys can see, and I don't just get them, I read them and I pay attention to them. And when you're busy doing other things and following other dreams and building a career, it's hard for you to focus on something that you're not really getting that much support in on YouTube. I love YouTube, and this is where I started at, and this is what got me skills to be able to do other skills that I'm doing inside my career. But at the same time, when you're not moving nowhere here, it's hard to be focused here if nothing's going on here. So I think you guys get what I'm getting at. Then the next comment I want to bring up aside party chat, and that is somebody trying to talk, trying to run their mouth, say a little something with no videos on their channel, because people that with no videos on their channel always the only ones that got something to say, because they ain't doing nothing with their life. But somebody told me to clean my room up. But little do you know, my room stays spiffy, sir. It just happened to be that morning I was in a rush to go to work and didn't even vacuum my floor or nothing. I was just stuff everywhere and everything. I had mentioned I just got home from work. I want this video to be realistic to where to show you guys how I use my controller, the media remote for the PS5, what I do as soon as I get home from work when I walk through my room door. That's why nothing was picked up. I'm not a fake YouTuber that make it seem like everything is always clean. for the most part, at my place, for me to be a guy, it is. But in that moment, it wasn't. So I'm not gonna be fake and make it seem like it was. But you don't know my routine in my life, and even if you did guess it correctly that I was dirty and don't clean my room, so what? Who are you? Do you pay my bills? Did you buy my PS5? If the answer to that is no, I give no fucks. Next segment, gaming news. So inside this gaming news segment, let me see, I got 2 topics for you guys, and the first topic is the console scalpers. You guys already know about that already. You guys already been dealing with that. You don't got a console. Yes, you, the one with the red shirt on. I know, talking to you, and you that's sitting at your computer with that white collared shirt. Yes, I know you're pissed off about not able to get a PS5, and those of you that's watching as well. But trust me, you will get one. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the scalpers out there, I never experienced nothing like this before in my life. This never happened before at any other console launch, so that's what makes me confused right now. I guess the people that did do this, I guess they're thinking ahead of the game. They're super smart because they're thinking, no one has never done this before. Half the whole world is inside the house. People are going to want to buy the consoles anyways. We might as well buy them all ourselves and turn this into our job. Since we don't have a job, people are in the house. They're going to buy these consoles because they're in the house. So let me buy them all and sell it to the people that's in the house. You know? There's people that think like that, because I think like that, because I'm super intelligent and clever. You know, you got to think like that to get ahead of everybody. But the difference between me and these scalpers, I don't ever think to use my powers for bad. That's how you end up inside bad situations and end up, karma end up catching up to you. And the next topic within this gaming news segment, I feel like this is actually some news as far as news you guys really need to hear. And that is, well, not really need to hear, but I feel like from what I've seen, because I'm a lover of both the Xbox and the PlayStation. What I'm about to say next isn't nothing to be hating on, and this makes me mad because when I get my son the new Xbox, which I'm still waiting to order that, thanks scalpers, and then when I get me the new Xbox as well, I want to play a lot of my backlog of 360 games. I got a lot of them, a shitload of them, and from what I've seen, because I was thinking maybe it's the resolution from the TV screen and stuff like that on YouTube. But nah, the PlayStation backwards compatibility videos are looking spectacular. Every single Xbox backwards compatibility video I've seen playing 360 games on the Xbox Series, it's hard to even say know if you're saying the right generation of Xbox correctly because these crazy ass names. But from what I've seen with the high resolution of the Series X, up-resing the 360 games, it's ass. Like, from what I've seen, and I stay quiet for a moment until I comment on somebody's video, I'm like, dude, like, I've finally seen enough. This is ass compared to Sony. Maybe compared to the original 360, it kind of makes it look better or run a little bit better, but Sony console isn't making it run a little bit better, it's making it run. Like, that shit it's running. Like, ain't nothing running a little bit better, it's running. And I'm pretty sure that if Sony ever allowed the PlayStation 3 games to run on PlayStation 5, it's going to be the same story. They're going to run super smooth. It's not going to look worse than what it did on the PS3. It's going to look as good or a tad bit better. But from what I've seen on the Xbox side, it has not been looking good at all. So last segment is my outro segment, of course. Talking to you guys about what I got coming up and stuff like that. And just touching bases with you guys before I close the Gamers 2 cast out. A new countdown show is coming on my gaming channel, and it's going to be on my hobby channel. It's going to be called My Gaming Collection. That's going to be the head title and then subtitle. PS4 physical games, PS5 physical games, 360 physical games. I'm going to have all my digital games counted, do a countdown of my collector's editions and stuff like that. That's one of the first videos I can't wait to do. So with that being said, gamers of YouTube, it's been your boy, the Universal Gamer. I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Gamers 2 Cast. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Thanks for all of you that's been leaving me comments throughout the months, years of telling me, asking me, where's more episodes of Gamers 2 Cast and stuff like that. For just for people to think to themselves, to type and ask me about a whole video series that I haven't even been doing on a regular no more. That says a lot. With that being said, people of YouTube, it's your boy, the Universal Gamer. Hit me up on all the platforms. I'm about to change my name from Hershey's One on the PlayStation to the Universal Gamer, like I also have on the Xbox and on Steam. So hit your boy up. I'm out. Peace.